Don't waste Easter this year. This is my appeal to you today on this Monday. Hey, church leaders, it's Gabe Kolstad. I'm coming to you from one of my very favorite places in the whole world, the Oregon coast. My wife and I are out just taking a quick Monday break after a busy weekend, and I want to get to you today to talk to you about Easter. Easter's coming up. Actually, Ash Wednesday is just this coming Wednesday, which means we're officially in the pre-Easter season, and it's easy to just kind of miss these moments. Easter is, I think, one of the most incredible opportunities in so many ways, actually 4 specific ways, 4 reasons why Easter matters that I think we should be taking advantage of. And I want to not only share what these are, but I want to invite you to an event that we're doing this week that I think will help you really, really prepare yourself and your church for Easter. So here's the 4 reasons why I think Easter matters so much. First of all, it refreshes your spiritual life. Easter is this season where we ramp up toward the celebration of the resurrection of Jesus through specific things. And if you've ever been a part of something like Lent, you know probably what some of those practices are, the way that we refresh our soul through fasting and prayer and reflection and repentance and obedience and drawing close to God. You know, those are things that you can't replace any other way. And if that's all new to you, you know, I didn't grow up in a system or a group of churches that were practicing Lent. It was a little bit of a foreign concept to me. In fact, fasting was something that my dad did when I was a kid, but our churches never really practiced or taught. And so it had become, as an adult, kind of a new practice. Well, I mean, Easter's something where, you know, we're going to be doing extra services, extra rehearsals, extra work, extra marketing, extra logistics. It can actually drain our souls as we're preparing to talk about the most exciting news in the entire history of the world. And we got to be careful that we don't just go into autopilot mode or production mode. This is about your soul. And so Easter's a chance to refresh your soul, and I don't want you to miss that. And so again, we gotta make sure we're not wasting it. We got to make sure that we are spiritually alive, that we're not preaching or teaching or sharing a message about life that's not happening in our own souls. Easter's a chance to refresh your soul. Second thing, Easter is a chance to reorient our churches around our core message, the message of the resurrection. I mean, it's just such a focal point for us. It's easy for churches to drift, not necessarily into heresy, but just into lack of focus, into all the other things that need to be talked about throughout the year. Sometimes we're tempted to talk about things that don't even need to be talked about, but we can drift toward programs or preferences, maintenance. These are all things that are easy to drift into. Easter gets us right back on message and on mission. And I think that's so important. Paul says in 1 Corinthians 15, if Jesus hasn't risen from the dead, we're doing all this in vain. Resurrection is who we are. And it's important for us to really get back to that. So when we put a lot of emphasis on Easter, it points us back to the main reason why we do what we do. It recenters our team, it clarifies our messaging, it sharpens our mission. All of that matters so much in the Church of Jesus. And I think that's one big reason why it matters. The third reason why is because it responds to the spiritually heightened hunger that is around us during the season. I mean, with all these people around the world, think about this for a second. Billions of people are going to be praying for the same thing for a season. That's going to have an impact on our communities. People are going to become, and it happens every year, going to become more spiritually open to the gospel, to the message of Jesus. They're spiritually hungry and thirsty this time of year. Easter gives us a chance to respond to that with a bigger invite, more seats, more readiness to serve them, and a clearer message. Even in a skeptical region, even in a post-Christian city, even in a spiritually resistant culture, this is a time of spiritual hunger. People are thinking about meaning and mortality and hope, new beginnings, and we get a chance to really point them all to Jesus, point all of us to Jesus in this time. And so the question that I want to keep asking is, are we prepared to respond to this? And Jesus said, the harvest is plenty, the workers are few. Pray for more harvesters. And, Easter's that time where it's like, yeah, the harvest is ready and we are here. And so Easter gives us that chance to respond to that spiritually heightened hunger. It's a narrow window, a powerful window that we can respond to. And the last reason is this, number 4, Easter raises the capacity of your team. Okay, I love this one. I love this one because Easter's a chance to really stretch our systems, to build our volunteer base, our pipelines, our faith. Easter, it stretches our capacity, it raises the capacity of our team. And like at our church, we're going to add services. We already do 4 every weekend. We're going to add more for Easter, make more room. That puts, a load on our team, and we have to get ready. And so it's not about asking the same people to do more. It's about asking new people to pitch in and do some and lighten the load. And it's a chance to get involved. It's a chance to go, hey, how's the paint on the building look? It's a chance to go, who refreshes the bathrooms between services? It's a chance to ask the question, how many people do we need to say hi to people who are coming in to a service? It's a chance to ask, what's the kids ministry like? How are we doing with that? What would we like to do? What's a new idea? Easter is a great excuse to pop in new ideas and try things for once, and it really raises the capacity of our team. I think Easter is such an opportunity for all of these reasons. And my prayer, my hope is that you're excited about it, that you are convinced that this is an opportunity for you as well and your church. And I want to invite you to something that we're doing this week called Elevating Easter. It's a city learning lab put on by Connection Co. It's going to be me. It's going to be Jason Clark from Rise City Church in the Portland, Oregon area. We're going to be talking about really a couple of things. We're going to be talking about, first of all, setting the stage. Thinking about why is all this so important and how do we really set the stage so that we're ready for it. And then we're going to be talking, secondly, about getting ready for company. And I'm excited about that because Easter really, really is this opportunity God's given us, I think, to be stewards of his message. And so I want to ask you to join me. You can click the link right here in this video description or in this post, and you can be a part of what we're doing with Connection Co., our family of churches, with the City Learning Lab called Elevating Easter. You can hear from Jason Clark, an amazing leader in the church, and I want to encourage you to be a part of it. It's free, it's online, it's Thursday, it's from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m., and it's so easy. You can bring yourself, you can bring your teams. We really would love to hear from you and hear from your experience, as well as share some things that we think are going to make your Easter the best one yet. So I hope to see you this Thursday so that we can elevate Easter together.